Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a collab going on with my friends Kelly from Freedom in a Budget, Justine from Debt Free Millennials, Sarah from Budget Girl, Lydia Sen, and Wendy Valencia, and we are sharing 5 things that just aren't worth the money. So once you check out this video, definitely head over to their channels and watch theirs. I will have links in the description box down below. And if you are new to my channel coming over from the collab, then welcome. Again, my name is Marissa, and here on my channel I talk about where life meets money. My husband and I have become recent first-time homebuyers, and we are also expecting our first baby, a baby boy, due in May of 2020. So here on my channel, I'm sharing how finances are impacting all of these life circumstances that we are experiencing. So if you want to stick around, I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. You can scroll down and hit that subscribe button. So the first thing for my husband and I that is definitely not worth the money is haircuts. So my husband, he keeps his hair short and he has to get it cut every like 4 weeks or so. And so as soon as we got married 4 years ago, I actually learned just like how to cut his hair, and we bought a set of clippers off of Amazon, which was pretty cheap. And so I actually help cut his hair every single time he needs a haircut. He keeps it like longer on the top, shorter on the sides, and so we are able to just tag team it and cut his hair. It seems silly to go in and pay for haircuts, especially for men's, when you have to go in so frequently, and you could really just learn how to do it yourself from a YouTube video and buying a cheap pair of clippers on Amazon. Now I do go in for haircuts, but I go in twice a year for my semi-annual chop and color, and that way I spend like $60 per session, and I only do it twice a year, so it seems very reasonable. And actually I have to go in like next month to do my chop in January. The next item that I really don't think is worth the money, and a lot of you will probably disagree with me, but this is the KitchenAid stand mixer. Now, when I got married, I thought that this was like the coolest thing and the most like classic wife thing to get. I don't even know. And so I added this to my registry, and someone did get it for my registry, so I guess I didn't actually pay for it. But looking at the cost of it, I would not have bought it for myself now because I use it so infrequently. Like, let's be honest, I did not turn into a Martha Stewart when I got married, and I use it maybe like 3 or 4 times a year. I also have a handheld mixer, and that seems to do the trick for like small things that I'm just trying to whip up. It seems to be more of a hassle to like toss everything into the bowl and like get the mixer going, only if I'm really making something fancy, which is few and far between. So if you do not have a passion for cooking or baking, just don't even bother with the KitchenAid stand mixer. Get yourself a hand mixer and that'll do the trick. I still love mine, and it's beautiful in our kitchen and it's aesthetically pleasing, but doesn't get used as often as it probably should. The next thing that is just not worth the money for us is cable. So my husband and I do not pay for cable. We do have a Disney Plus subscription and we enjoy using that, but we don't have cable. There are a few shows that we enjoy watching, but really there aren't many that we'd watch on cable anyway. So a great alternative to this is to just get like a Hulu subscription, and for a few dollars a month you can catch up on your favorite shows instead of paying $100 or more each month just for cable, and you probably aren't going to watch everything that's on cable anyway. The fourth thing that isn't worth the money is having a car loan. So my husband Jacob and I paid off $87,000 of debt, and it was all student loans. And we decided to pay off our debt as soon as we were graduated from college and we had gotten married. Like, that was the first priority for us. And we drove really crappy cars while we were paying off debt, and even up until March of this year, I was still driving a 98 Camry. And we recently purchased new to us cars, which are a 2006 Honda Pilot and a 2013 Toyota Corolla. And we bought them in cash, which felt really good to buy them in cash and not have to take out a car loan. And for us, I just think that it would be so not worth it to have a car loan for a newer car. With a car loan, you're paying extra in interest on an asset that's going down every month. So for us, instead of buying like a fancier, newer car, maybe like 1 or 2 years old, and getting a car loan with it, we decided to buy cars that were, you know, a little bit older, but still were a huge upgrade from the crappy cars that we were driving before. Going from a 98 Camry to a 2013 Toyota Corolla is like living in luxury. It has a backup camera and it doesn't have a cassette player. Like, it is luxury, and we only paid like $7 grand for the thing. Looking back, I am so thankful that we did not end up getting a car loan and we were able to save and pay cash for the cars that we have. The next item that just isn't worth the money is subscriptions. And I know that this can actually be a huge budget buster for a lot of people. It's just all the miscellaneous subscriptions that you may have and you may not even be using. Things like Spotify, Audible, having Hulu if you're not going to watch it, or Netflix. All of these little things add up and you may think, oh, it's only a few dollars, like I haven't used it for a few months, but you know, it'll be fine, like I'll use it eventually. But if you don't use it, that's just a huge waste of money. I myself actually signed up for Audible in May and I really enjoyed it in the beginning, and I was listening to all of these audiobooks on my commute, and I even got it at like a cheaper price for the first 3 months of like signing up, as you can do with Audible. But then it became like $15 a month, and I noticed that for, I think it was like 3 consecutive months, I hadn't purchased a new audiobook with my credit. And that was when I realized, okay, Marissa, I'm not using this. I probably shouldn't have it if I'm not using it. So I actually canceled it earlier this month because I just didn't find that I was getting a lot of value out of it as I was before. The only subscription that we pay for is Disney Plus, which we've paid at a yearly upfront rate so that it's cheaper. And I'm honestly not bummed that I don't have Apple Music or Spotify or any of these other miscellaneous subscriptions, because I just honestly don't feel like I need it right now. If I need it and it would be something that would be really beneficial and valuable to me, then I would definitely spend the money on it. So it's just not worth the money for me. So those are the 5 things that for me just are not worth the money. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what is something that you do not think is worth the money. And then go ahead and check out my friends and see what they have put on their list as what is not worth the money for them in this collab, and I will have their channels linked down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.